Welcome, welcome. Back again. It's been raining here for the last 2 weeks and so cold you couldn't hardly stand it. Hadn't been able to make a video, but I've come up with another little project. Yeah, let's see here. If we get the camera adjusted. We're back here with my 2005 Prius. And what we're going to attempt to try to do here now, and we're inside. We're in the shop. And we got the heater on. So maybe we can work. But what I've got here, I ordered me a head unit off of eBay for a 2005 Prius. Hopefully got everything we need. Got a backup camera, GPS, and all. There's all I'm supposed to need is a Phillips screwdriver and a 10mm ratchet there. But anyhow, here's what we got. This is the GPS sensor. This is the cable goes back to the rear view camera. Instructions, and hopefully this is the correct adapter. All right, over here to the Prius. Of course, we'll have to take the dash apart. And hopefully it fits in here. It's a 2den 4x8. Supposed to work. Okay. You see these are kind of obsolete. This has got a cassette player in it. CD player, which we don't use anymore. Pretty much obsolete. Still works fine. It's just kind of obsolete. And I thought that if it works out all right for $100, I'd just kind of update it and make a video of it. So first thing we'll do is we'll take this panel here off. It just pulls off, and then we'll take the bottom panel under here off, and then this panel up here with a switch on it, we'll take it off. I think we gotta take this panel here off first, though. So let's get started. Okay, this little panel here with the vent, I just took to my remover tool, stuck it right in here, and it just pulls right out. There you go. Put this back in the back. Okay, and I believe the next panel we take off, we take a Phillips screw out here, right in here, just above the hood release, and then here's a screw here. Let's take those loose. Okay, we gotta take this loose. It just pops out before we take this one here out. So I got it popped loose on this side. I'll go around and pop it loose on the other side. Okay, we pull the panel up at the top where the start button is off. Panel's off down underneath. We'll just leave it hanging. Got this underneath there pulled off, and of course there was just 2 little Phillips screws that held this panel here on. So now we'll get this from here off. It just pulls off. Right there, we pull it off, and let's believe it's got a, yeah, it's got a plug we got to unplug right under here. Okay. Okay, I took the glove compartment out. You just push in on both sides of it, on both sides, and it drops down. And then take your tool, and there's a little shock is over. It just pulls off, and then you just lift the glove compartment out. And there's a, like there's a, might be a Phillips screw there that holds something, and again it may not. Yeah, I believe it does. I believe I got to take that Phillips out there. Okay, we got this vent out. I didn't have to take that Phillips out down there. I just took my removing tool and just pull this right out. So we'll put it in the back seat, and then looks like we got a 10 millimeter on this side and a 10 millimeter on that side to take this control unit up at the top out. And we'll look around down here at the bottom. I see a Phillips there, and there's a Phillips over here on the other side. So we'll get those out. Okay, I took those two Phillipses out, that one on that side and the one on that side, and this just comes right off. Just came right off. So looks like we may have two 10 millimeters down here to take this off. So we'll go on from here. Okay, this control unit, I took those two 10 millimeters out on each side, and I just got my removal tool and just stuck it up there, and it just popped right out. So I'm going to take it out and see if I can prop it up here out of the way. Prop it up there out of the way like that. So there we go. And then there's two 10 millimeters down in here on each side. That one in the center I don't think comes out. Okay, I had to use this, well, I probably wouldn't have had to use it, but I used this after I loosened it with a socket to grab a hold of it, because I didn't want to drop it down in there and have to fish it out. So I still got the other side there to do. The middle one there doesn't come out. Okay, you have to give it a good little tug, but you notice it just drops right out. There we go. It drops right out of there. I'll stick it back up in there. So we got the radio out. There's the back of the radio. We got this plug to pull out, this one, and I've just pulled the antenna out. So let's get those loose. There's the back of the radio out. Had these two little connectors here. There's a little deal on the back. You just mash it and they just come right out. Of course, there's the antenna. And then we've got this plug. I don't know what it is, but that's all they are on the back of the radio. Okay, there's the back of the radio. Got these jacks come out, and there's just a little deal you press on the back, and they pop right out. And of course, there's the antenna. Got this other wire. I don't know what it is, but anyway. There's a look at the dash all took apart. And I'm going to go up here and get the new radio. I'll unbag this connector here, and I hope it matches up. And of course, here's trouble. There is the connectors. The ones with foam around are what came with the new radio, and those two others and that little one back behind it are what we got to plug into. This little one will go in one of these. It'll go in this one, but it don't snap. So I guess I'll have to send them a message and see if we can get a different type of connector. Okay, you know, I was showing you there that the wiring connected harness wasn't correct. Well, it's not. Turns out, after a lot of research, if you got JBL audio on your Prius, it's pretty impossible to put a different radio in it. You could do anything, but it's just not worth it. So anyway, I put the factory radio back in it, and I didn't realize when I ordered that radio on eBay that it came from China. Now see, I always try not to order anything that comes from China, but they've got to where they're kind of, you got to watch real close. They'll have a city in the United States, and you'll think you're ordering it from there, and it winds up coming from China. So I got dirt bagged a little bit on that. But anyway, when you're ordering anything like this and you got a JBL stereo in there, you might well just live with it. You might get original. If it tears up, you know, try to find you original one, put back in it. But I learned a good lesson on there that you just can't really swap them out without a lot of rewiring, which is not necessary. I just wouldn't want to go through that. And I also learned that if anything comes from China, you can forget about returning it. It'll cost you as much as the stuff cost to send it back to China. So I did learn that. Luckily, I only gave about $100 for the radio. I'll probably just try to see if I can sell it to somebody, or maybe I'll come along with a car later that it will work on. Okay, here it is, back like it was. Well, at least you saw how you can quickly take the radio out. But now if you've got a basic Prius without the JBL on it, no big deal. This radio would work fine, or probably any other. But the JBL throws you a big curve. And they could have said on the ad on eBay, when it said for a Prius, they should have put on there, to me, that it wouldn't work with JBL stereo. But they didn't, you know. I call that dirt bagging where I come from, where they put up boundaries, you know, where you don't know everything and can't get to anything. But anyway, lesson learned, and maybe this will help somebody out there like y'all that is thinking about ordering one on eBay or Amazon or anywhere else, and you got a JBL, make sure that the radio will work with JBL, which you'll probably have a hard time finding it. But if you do know a kit, a wiring harness for that, put it in the comments. I'd like to know about it. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe. It makes making these videos a little more worth doing, and if you'll subscribe and like. Any questions, just ask me a question in the comments. Thanks again for watching.